I'm going to do a quick video on the PS90 Carbine that I picked up the other day. Shot it quite a bit. I probably put 500 or 600 rounds through it. Going to do a quick breakdown and talk a little bit about the gun, likes, dislikes, things of that nature. Going to do this pretty quick. Going to attempt to break this down into all its major components. This is the FN sling that was made for the P90. Just push this in, off the barrel we go. Got this button right here. Push that in, pull the upper out. Barrel assembly, whatever you want to call it. And that's the most metal in this entire gun. Make sure your door is open. Here's where the casings, the spent brass comes out. And if this is closed like that, not open like that, this won't slide out readily. If it's open, all you do is let gravity do the work, tilt it, your bolt assembly comes out. It's a fairly odd looking bolt. Double recoil springs and buffers there. That's also made of metal. When that's out, you got a big piece of plastic, rubber and nylon. Slide your butt plate from the bottom up until it comes off. This little track here. Now reach in here to this gray block. There's a little black flap, little plastic piece. You pull that up, reach in with your thumb, and pull this entire assembly out. Here's your trigger assembly. It's made of polymer. The trigger is made, I'm not sure if that's a rubber type compound or a rubber polymer or what kind of a polymer that is, but mine mainly plastic polymer, as is the rest of the gun. There's a little bit of metal down in there you can see, and here along the top. Other than that, this gun is mainly plastic. Pretty tough plastic from what I understand. I haven't been able to really get out and test how this thing works in the grit and grind. Put our gun back together here. Quick disassembly and quick on the assembly. It's one strong suit of the gun. It's a lot like an AK in that aspect. However, is it as tough as an AK? I do not know. This fires the 5.7 by 28 millimeter cartridge. It's the pretty controversial round. This gun, like the 5.7 pistol, its partner weapon is ambidextrous. It can be shot from the right with no problem, as well as the left. Magazine release is handled here or here. Charging is done here or here. The safety here can be manipulated from both sides. Ring optic, standard FN optic. Likes and dislikes. When I'm outdoors, even in low light, it works extremely well. When I'm indoors, I don't know if it's because of my eyesight, I have extreme astigmatism. The fact that I wear contacts, I don't know why that would have really a lot to do with it. But in low light conditions, indoors, like even sometimes what you would think would be brightly lit enough to see the reticle quickly, my eyes have trouble focusing in on it, and if I had to fire it in a given situation, I would be basically looking through the circle glass in the optic and firing from what I would guess would be the best opportunity. The magazines go in on top like this. They have markings for 10, 25, and 50. This is a 25. This came with the gun from the factory. I have another mag that is a 50. A lot of people ask me how these work. Basically, they're like any other magazine. There's the bottom of your spring plate. Here's your spring, and they're slightly clear and labeled, so they're easy to see how many rounds you've got left. You just thumb the round in, just like any other gun. A little bit harder, although. And there's two little pieces of metal in there that twist the round, so that when the round is in and this magazine is full up to the top or to its capacity, your primers will be visible here and the tips of your bullets will be visible here. One good part about the labeling and the clarity of the mag is that without ever taking your head away from the gun, without ever moving your eyes, you can keep your eyes on the object and out of your peripheral vision. You can see either brass there or not there, spring to a certain position or not. You can identify how many rounds you have left and assess the situation. Do I need to go for my sidearm? Is it plausible to reload at this moment? It's just a handy tool. I've always liked that. And the fact that it's here means that the enemy's not going to be able to see it as readily as if you had one hanging down from a rifle with a clear plastic side. So I like that a little bit. This is the standard, the FN sling. It's their tactical sling made specifically for the P90 and the PS90 variant. And so far I'm pretty satisfied with it. It was a $70 sling. I don't know how many other types of slings exist out there specifically tailored for the P90 and its variants, but this one works pretty well. It locks here. It's this little button that slides on and off the barrel, and it will work on any P90. The round that it fires, 5.7 by 28, these are 40 grain Hornady VMAX bullets with little tips. A lot of people make a lot of fun of the round. It's a 22 on steroids. It doesn't have the lethality. I wouldn't want to get shot by it, and I seriously think that if I got hit in the head with it, it would put me down. I would probably not survive it. Although I've had a lot of emails, believe it or not, from people telling me, why did I buy this gun? It's not powerful, it won't kill anybody. I've known people that were killed by a single shot from a 22 long rifle at distance. So I have no doubt that this gun would incapacitate or kill any assailant that was trying to attack me, or if I was on an offensive mission, I would feel confident. As accurate as this gun is and as controllable as it is, there's just literally no muzzle rise when this thing goes off. I mean, none. It's like a 22 in that respect, but the lethality of the gun is important. And until someone has been in actual combat and seen it, I don't know how anybody can say that it wouldn't kill something. I think that's all we're going to do on the P90 for now. The bump firing questions that I've got, I tried to bump fire it. I don't know if it's possible, but I tried.